and the hole there was no hole there to hit, and he just bounced it out and then got north and south. That was a good run by Hill.
Front line for Shelby, 45. I think that's Dominic Woody, 88, Keelan Tate, 54, Allison, and 10, Gartner. And Dixon Velez will call his own number, and he's got a hole. He's got a first down across inside the 30 and down to about the 27, maybe the 26 of Shelby.
Yeah, and that was a situation where he faked the ball to Hill, and the Golden Lions said, we're not going to let him get big yards, and then they had a counter trap off of that thing, and he ran for a while, and Hill's gone out, and he's being replaced by number 6, and that is Tyler McIntyre.
14-yard run.
Second first down of the night for Kings Mountain, and these first downs are sponsored by CSI Mechanical of Shelby.
So ball at the Shelby 26. They're going to pass. It's knocked away. Jaden Anderson with the pass breakup.
Nice job of breaking on that football, and that was just a little 5-yard square in, and he jumped that route very quickly and got his hand on the ball. Right now, Shelby's going to be a little bit concerned because they're not getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He's had plenty of time to throw on his 2 passes.
And that is a huge O-line, especially the interior
Massive.
lineman. The 2 guards got to be pushing 310, yeah. So now, a new running back in, and Dixon Velez will hand off. A huge hole up the middle, but a nice tackle by, I believe, Anderson again.
I think it was, but that's going to be a 7, maybe 8-yard gain.
Tyler McIntyre, number 6.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 3 inside the Golden Lion 20. This has been a very impressive drive. It hadn't had to be too long because they started on their own 44-yard line.
So at the 19, got to get to the 16. Dixon Velez, again, hard count, again, neutral zone. And Shelby saying, I think Kings Mountain moved, and let's see the call.
Yes. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Kings Mountain, and that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. That 3rd down and 3 is going to become 3rd down and 8.
You can say the hard count works a lot, and it works early in the season especially, but it also, you got to remember your own guys got to remember that you're going on trying to draw the other guys off sides. How about this? In at receiver, number 11, Antonio Armstrong, the big defensive end. So they got some big receivers out there on the right side. 3rd down and 8. Dixon Velez in the pocket, and he's going to throw it to one of those big receivers. It's caught, and that's 15.
And that may be just enough for the first down. I think they needed 8, and I think they got 8.
Right at the 16, I believe you're right. And they're going to, well, what are they going to do?
It is a first down.
All right, so 8-yard reception and a 3rd first down for Kings Mountain, and they got 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line of Shelby. Nice opening drive.
That is a CSI Mechanical first down. We've had 2 Butler's Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain penalties. That's a new sponsor, a new penalty sponsor this year, so we got to remember to call those out, Brent.
1st and 10, and play action. Velez rolls left, throws it to the end zone, and his receiver just kind of lost his footing there.
Yeah, in fact, number 7, Calvin Ramsor, was the closest body to that pass. Looked like quarterback could have made a decision and maybe picked up 5 yards if he had run it. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Again, we're 8:35 remaining here in this first quarter. Kings Mountain took the opening kickoff, had a big return to their 44-yard line. They've had 3 first downs, and they're deep in Shelby territory.
Clavette McCray in now at corner replacing Raper. He's got Vaughn assignment. Vaughn's been the target a couple of times. It's going to be a handoff to Hill, and from the backside, nice play. Let's get the number on that. 12, Tyjay Johnson.
Number 12, Tyjay Johnson. Number 10, Noah Gartner jumped in there as well. And Mr. Hill's helmet came off, and so he's going to have to leave. And so now it's 3rd down and 10. Still on the 16-yard line. Big play for the Golden Lion defense, trying to get the right people on and off the field.
Ross, Gartner, Allison, and Johnson on the line now, and Shelby is going to have to burn a timeout. as they can't get the right personnel out there. So we'll take one, too, with 7:56 to go first quarter. No score on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Get the fire you desire on your new backyard grill from Future Energy Company.
To the right, one in tight on the right now in motion. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Good pressure by the Ironman, brought down for the sack in the backfield. I believe it's number 50 for Cherryville.
And number 21, Western Bowers. And number 50, Liam McIntyre.
Yeah, so both teamed up on the sack there, so that's going to be fourth down. So the Ironman with the 6-0 lead, they're able to hold Avery to no score unless Avery decides to want to try to go for it. 4th and 10. It looks like they've got the punt unit out. Looks like number 15 for Avery's getting ready to punt. Landon Liner.
Back deep for Cherryville, number 2, Sewell, and number 5, Hefner, Jackson Hefner.
I'd be kind of tempted to put Najee Whitworth back out there after what he did on that opening kickoff.
That's right.
So 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. Cherryville Ironman still leads 6-0 after a touchdown on the opening drive. Short punt off the corner of the foot of the Avery punter. Gets a slight Cherryville bounce, and it's going to be brought down. That might have been a punt of maybe 16 yards. So that'll be brought down. Cherryville's going to start 1st and 10 on their own 44.
Yeah, he shanked that punt off his foot, and it never really got going.
Yeah,
it was a tough kick for the young man there.
So this will be our first chance to see Cherryville not in a goal line set on offense. So let's see, we've got 1st and 10, 2 receivers on the right now. Empty backfield for quarterback Andron Patterson. And looks like they're going to stop. And then it looks like Avery Kane's going to call a timeout here real quick. So they're going to call one. We're going to call one. We look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, 8:24. Cherryville up 6-0 in the first quarter. We'll be right back. Bug Busters of Lincolnton, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM.
Hey, look, it's Gary Dellinger with Dellinger Electric. Gary, what's going on?
Hey, Calvin, just stop.
Line Cam Crawford went in motion for South Point. Several players for Lincolnton jumped across the line of scrimmage, so that's a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be 1st and 5.
Yeah, like I say, it's, again, still the first game. We're going to be interesting to see what players play both sides of the ball, for one, and how many penalties we're going to have when we get started.
Unfortunately, we've got a cooler night than you usually see first game of the season. Lee keeps it. Pitch is fumbled behind the line of scrimmage. He tried to pitch it to the running back. Ball was bouncing around on the 15-yard line for a while. Ball was carried by number 21, Chris Stowe, or was pitched to recovered by him. But it'll be a loss of 10 on the play back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like you had some daylight, too, if you would have got a hold of it. But obviously the pitch was behind, little off. Again, first game coming out, but gained 5 on the penalty, but lost 10 on the fumble.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 15. Typical setup for South Point. Blee hands off. And he fumbles it again, trying to hand it off. It's picked up by a lineman. So that's 2 fumbles already for South Point in 2 plays.
Well, like I said, there was a little bit of turnover. You wonder if it was maybe up front a little bit with, I think they said it was Grigg playing center that was able to recover and basically got no gain on it. Was able to keep possession of it, but no gain.
Oh, yeah, keep the football and don't give Lincolnton a short field. That's definitely at least something out of nothing. So it'll be 3rd and 15. Blee looks it over. Hand off to Ford. No, Blee keeps it, goes around the right side, breaks one tackle, but gets dragged down at the 28-yard line. He'll be 2 yards short of the first down, and that'll bring up 4th and 2 and a punting situation. So Blee picks up, they're going to give him 12 yards on that play, but he'll be 3 yards short.
Hey, interesting sort of setup here from Lincolnton when they play defense. We'll take a look at it next time South Point has the ball, but basically playing one linebacker. Safeties are up tight. They know they don't throw it very often.
High snap, but it's corralled by number 25, Dalton Skipper. He hits a wobbler that does get across the 50-yard line. I wasn't sure it was going to go that far to start with. So Lincolnton will take over at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 on their first possession.
Well, like I say, we were a little concerned maybe about Lincolnton's defense, but they didn't have to do much defense there with 2 fumbles from South Point.
And they very nearly got both of them.
It's like it's about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's just taking a while.
So 2nd and 5 for Forest View.
Just hard to get the ball spotted. So 2nd down, 5. If you're just joining us, 8:54 left on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. No score here early in the first. Burns with a 4-man front. Forest View with 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. And another run up the middle, and this time he's hit hard but knocked down pretty quickly. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
That's 53 for Burns. Joel Kendrick on the tackle there. So big 3rd down play here, 3rd and 2. Let's see if this Bulldog front. I would imagine another run up the middle of some sort.
Yeah, they gave him 4.
So let's see if they can hold strong here.
So 4-yard run. So Forest View trying to keep the chains moving. As I said, if you're just joining us, we're about 4 minutes in, first quarter, no score. Forest View with the ball at their own 44, 3rd and 1. They do a lot like Burns. They spread it out but run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 wide receivers, and they think it's going to be same guy? It's going to be right.
I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be about a yard shy.
No, where the linesman's coming in, he's got it. So they're going to give him 1 yard and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Tell you what, Tom, I'm not sure. I'm not happy with that spot.
Where are they spotting it?
Spot it. Looks like it's first down.
Yeah, they're going
to. We're sitting. We're directly on that line, and it looks like he was a yard shy, but looks like they're calling it a first down.
So ball up to. They got to get the chains moved.
And y'all can see that on your video. It looks like. I don't know. This call is what it is. First down, Forest View.
No challenge flag available. So 3 wide receivers for Forest View again. And this time Phillips puts it in the air. Burns defense there. Going to be a short gain. Still fighting for yardage, and he broke out of that. And a penalty marker comes down. That was number 3, Paul Love Jr. But let's see what the flag is. As he powered his way, it looked like he was going to be stopped for a minimal gain.
Yeah, wrestled down by Xavion Wilson. Fought his way for extra yardage, but I'm not sure what the penalty flag's going to be.
I'm not sure where the spot of the ball is either. Referee's got the ball in his hand.
It's kind of an interesting timing and spot of that flag. It could kind of go either way there.
Yeah. So Devon Parrott into the game. What's the call? Looks like they're ready to march it back.
Personal foul on Forest View, looks like.
On both. Offsetting personal fouls. So where's the ball? It's if it's dead ball, if it's live ball, you're going to put it back. So they say he was stopped there.
It looks like his progress had stopped.
Okay.
Coach Devine's not too happy with that call, and I don't see where we had the personal foul called, but.
All right. So it's a 4-yard pass, 2nd down and 6 after they sort it out. So Forest View goes 3 wide receivers. Burns with a 4-man front. They're in a 4-3. And Phillips in the gun again. Now he's going to have 2 wide receivers right, 1 left with an H-back. Going to be a toss play. A little bit of room out there. Now the Burns pursuit comes over and knocks him down. Great play there. Looks like we got 6 and 18.
That's Eli Goodson and Robert Rankin there for the tackle. Good job there. Rankin coming in from the DB slot. Excellent play there.
I'm going to give him nothing. They didn't give him anything on that toss play. So good pursuit. Does it look like the blocking was developing out there, but then shut down as good pursuit on the backside of that defense, and they knock him down. The secondary came up to make that tackle. So now Phillips faces a 3rd down, and we'll call it a short 7, long 6 About 6:20 left to go, first quarter, still no score on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. 3 wide receivers again for Forest View. Phillips has got it. He's back to pass, got time, lets it go, man open, and that's going to be a first down. Not sure who caught it.
Yellow out pass. That was number 1. That's Wilson, brought down by Max Davis, I believe, for Burns.
So it's going to move it to the 48.
Check that. I think that was Rankin on the tackle.
48 to the 42. That's a 10-yard pass.
Yep, across midfield into Burns territory.
And
6 minutes left in his first quarter. Still no score.
6 plays on this drive, 2 first downs. As Burns got the ball first, got 1 first down, but a sack ended that drive. So it's first down for Forest View now, running snaps in Burns territory from their 42 is Phillips. A little pistol set. Now they're going to send the tailback number 11. That's Holt.
We've got a timeout.
Timeout. So that timeout, we'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Yard line. And another
5-yard gift from the Golden Lions. Fifth Butler's Tire and Auto penalty of Kings Mountain. That's going to be 1st and 5 now. Kings Mountain's down to the Shelby 20. 4:23 remaining here in this first quarter.
So 5 penalties now on the Golden Lions, I believe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Dixon Velez with Hill, and he will throw it, and he's going to throw it out in the flat. It's caught by 15 Vaughn for a first down, out of bounds at around the 11.
Will be another CSI mechanical first down. That makes it 1st and 10 from the Shelby 11. 4:03 left in this first quarter, and it's been all Kings Mountain thus far.
So 9-yard reception, 5 first downs, and they can get another first down at the inside the 1, I believe.
That is correct.
4 for 7 now for Dixon Velez. He's going to throw it again. This is going to be out of the back of the end zone unless Gash can catch it, and he can't catch up to it. But I like, if you're going to miss it where only your guy can make the catch. So 2nd down and 10.
Good bit of pressure that time put on by the front 4 of the Golden Lions. And right now that front 4 consists of number 88, Keelan Tate, they're in a position where I can't really see them.
59, Ross.
Number 10, Noah Gartner.
And 54.
And 54, Chris Allison.
So 2nd and 10, 13 on the play clock. 3-0 is Kings Mountain on top. 3:58 to go, first quarter, and Dixon Velez has it.
Hill, and he's being strung out, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Maybe 3. Big tackle.
Big tackle by Ty J. Johnson.
And that time, Shelby did what they were supposed to. Hill's done a great job of getting outside and then getting his shoulders turned north and south. Well, this time he just went sideways, and then the wood was laid that time. And so 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the 8-yard line. Kings Mountain can get a first down by getting to the 1.
And they've got Eli Lipscomb in at H-back. So.
And you've got to not jump on this 3rd and 7.
Armstrong and Lipscomb in on the right side of that line. So they got their heavy package in. Velez will hand it to Hill, and he's going to go left for nothing.
Get nothing. Maybe loss of 1. I think they're going to be generous and give him the line of scrimmage, but they're just, it wasn't anything there. That was a great job up front. And Hill did a heck of a job getting back to the line of scrimmage on that. So Kings Mountain's going to run that field goal team in again. So thus far it's been the bend but don't break Shelby defense. Right now, again, my old coaching bones, don't jump.
Keelan Tate made that nice tackle on 3rd and 7.
Going to be a 25-yard attempt. Snap's good. It's going to be it must not have been a good snap because I don't think that was a fake.
No, it was a low snap, and he couldn't get a hold of it. And Justin Ross and Jaden Anderson were able to tackle the holder, number 13, Vance Johnson, for about a 3-yard loss.
So Shelby's going to start on their own 18-yard line with 2:26 left here in the first quarter. That's a nice play. And, it was a low snap, but I didn't think it was a horrible snap. I thought he could get it on the
The catch at the 43-yard line. Good gain. Sets up 2nd and medium.
Good job by the senior, 5'9", 140, Lucas Harden, bringing in the reception. It was a low-thrown ball. He barely got his hands around it before it actually hit the turf. Good job to give Chase some yardage.
2nd and 4, low snap, handoff to the running back Ledford. He powers forward. He's going to be right at the marker. Good tackle there by Mountain Heritage's Lawson Higgins, but it looks like it'll be just at the marker, and I'm going to call it 3rd and inches for Chase.
That's exactly what it is, less than a yard. This is a big play coming up for Chase on 3rd down. They need to keep the offense on the field.
3rd and inches at the 47. They're going to move Barnes in as an extra blocker. Hand off to Ledford. Ledford met in the backfield. He's going to be tackled for a loss. And guess who? Kason Jones, Lawson Higgins get him in the backfield, and that will force 4th down.
Interesting decision to be made here by the coaching staff of Chase and head coach Cogdill about what they want to do here. It's 4th down, but it's no longer inches. They lost some yardage, and they're back at their own 45.
4th and 2 from the 45. Offense still out there. 1:53 left in the first quarter, and the Chase is going to go for it. We have to lose down by 21 points already. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. QB power up the gut. Met right at the 46-yard line and goes down. That was a no-doubt tackle by Mountain Heritage, and that's a turnover on downs. That was Connor Macias with the tackle, and that's a turnover on downs. And it'll be Mountain Heritage ball.
Yeah, the bad part about that is you come up just a little bit short, and Mountain Heritage, with 1:41 to go in the first quarter, already up 21-0. They've got the ball back on Chase side of the field.
Yes, the Mountain Heritage, again, they've had 2 big explosive plays, and then they had the short drive by the fumble. Now they force a turnover on downs. Mountain Heritage looks to continue to take advantage of these opportunities. They will start 1st and 10 on the Chase 46-yard line. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Mountain Heritage already up 21-0. Shotgun set for Quinn. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 below. They'll move Roy in motion. Takes the handoff, drops back. Quinn feels some pressure, gets away from 1 sack. Can't find the other ball, comes out. It's picked up down the sideline. Goes Mills. And he will get tackled at the 19-yard line. There's a flag on the play, but that fumble was forced by Eugene Wilkins, and then the fumble, and now all of a sudden Chase is in great field position.
They needed a break, and they got a big one right there. Not only do they get the fumble, they're able to get yardage going towards the end zone of Mountain Heritage, and they have found their way just inside the red zone. However, the official is bringing that football back. Apparently, the penalty flag is going to work against the Trojans.
So Chase will keep possession, but they will move back to the 34-yard line of Mountain Heritage. And so if you're Chase, hey, you got the ball in your home field position.
That is a BAM LLC penalty flag, helping brick and mortar businesses stay relevant. BAM LLC.
So after the fumble recovery by Mills, all of a sudden, something cooking if you're the Trojans. And now they're moving the ball back even further. So trying to figure out what the call actually is. Chase's offense is out there.
By the way, that is the second BAM LLC penalty flag of the game. Both have worked against Chase. I was about to say 2 penalties for 25 yards so far, but then they're bringing it back even further. Richard, the ball is now back at the 45 of Chase. You went from being around the 20 of Mountain Heritage, and now you're back at your own 45.
A difference of 35 yards roughly on that one. So
what if there was multiple penalties?
May have been, but we'll have to see. But regardless, Chase does have the ball back. Maybe they can take advantage. Down 21-0, 1:28 left in the first quarter. Frazier, low snap, fakes, rolls out, throws the ball away, gets it out, and immediately met is Barnes at the 45-yard line by a host of Cougars, led by Lane Chandler and Carter Bennett. Just nowhere to go, really, for Frazier.
That was a screen-type pass, but as you said, in the case of the receiver Landon Barnes, he was met immediately. So they don't get anything out of that, and the ball will remain at Chase on the 45-yard line.
Second down and 10, under a minute left in the first quarter. He's down 21-0, trying to get something going after the fumble recovery called all the way back because of penalties on 45-yard line. Double motion, it's Mills, the player who recovered that fumble, and Barnes moving up top. Frazier with the quarterback power once again, gets inside and is going to get stacked up. And again, it's Kason Jones with a good tackle. Gains about 4. That's going to set up 3rd and 6.
Frazier is having to fight for everything he gets, and he certainly, again, is doing everything, trying to get some help from the offensive line as well. That was a hard-earned 4 yards that he was fortunate to get.
Chase may let this clock run down. They do not have to snap it as the play clock and game clock separated by about 7 seconds, and it looks like they're going to take some time to mull over this 3rd and long, and they will. So first quarter comes to an end as Chase down 21-0.
A blown play. It looks like he was trying to hand it off. I think he turned the wrong way and had to throw it.
Famous
Forest View has run
21-0 Mountain
plays on this drive. And they've hurt themselves 30 yards in penalties. Yep. But see, that penalty very costly for Burns, turning that 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 1.
Well, this Burns defense has been on this field a long time.
But it's not too hot. That is an advantage, not like it normally is this time of year. 3 wide receivers in for Burns. Shotgun Phillips going to try Holland. Holland picks his way hard by Max Davis. And that's going to be a first tackle for loss for the Bulldog defense. And that's going to make it 3rd down, and let's see where they spot it. They're not. I thought they got him maybe for a yard loss. They did. So that's a 1-yard loss, and I'm going to give that tackle for loss to Max Davis.
Yeah, hit hard there, Davis, the nephew of Coach Devine. Playing big so far tonight.
That's a 2-yard loss.
It's 3rd down and I think about 12 on the field.
Yeah, triple wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Phillips in the gun. He's got the ball, looks left, now back to the right. 1-on-1 coverage, corner of the end zone, touchdown. That's going to be a numbers bookkeeping touchdown as number 1, Elijah Wilson, pulls it in. 12 on the coverage there, KJ Husky. It was just 1-on-1. And Wilson won the battle.
Yeah, I think Husky's wanting a little push-off. Looks like he might have gotten away with one there. Extended his arm just a little bit, but did come down with it. 6-0 Forest View here in this first quarter.
So that is a 65-yard touchdown drive. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plays. So, and 30 yards and penalties overcome. So that was a bitter pill to swallow for that Burns defense. Is on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 6-0 Forest View with $1:12 left to go first quarter. And the extra points this year brought to you by On the Go Quick Lube of Falston. Who we got? 88 kicking the extra point.
88. That is
Nope, it's 89. Seth Hooks.
Yep.
So Hooks, they're trying to get a ball in there to kick, I should say. And I tell you what, they were out there a long time, and both teams made mistakes. North Lincoln leads West Lincoln 7-0. Thank you, John. Extra point up. Extra point good. 7-0 Burns. We'll be right back. 7-0 Force.
Almost were mentioned. They were one thing that South Point will do to kind of adjust to whatever the defense is doing is bring in a tight end, a little bit bigger size body to try to get a little bit better job of blocking some of those backers. And they ran that option to that side, tight end side, and Ford was able to break free and get down inside the 10. Good saving tackle from number 8 Wilson for Lincolnton.
First and goal, 7-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Ford again. He gets across the 5-yard line. We'll have to see where he gets down to. And they're going to mark him about the 2.5-yard line. So another gain of 4 yards for Ford. And it'll be second and goal from just outside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, straight little give there. And they'll run it wide. They'll run it tight. Maybe try to just get off the center on either side or maybe widen it out. A little bit more of a midline type of veer. And then they go over the tackle. And that time looked like it was a little wider and was able to get down to the 3-yard line.
Ford again over the right side, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Point. They're first on the board. 6-0 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Offices in Lincolnton, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. And will they be going for 2 or will they go for 1? They seem to go for conversions a lot last year, I was noticing.
Yeah, kind of interesting with.
Yeah, and here we go. Blee takes the pitch, takes a snap. All the linemen are way off to the left. Blee pitches it to Chance Ford, and he walks into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
It's like Blee's hobbling just a little.
Blee got a little hitch in his stride as he comes off the field.
Les fumbles it, and Noah Gardner's going to get a sack all the way back at the 15-yard line. Maybe the 16 is where they're going to mark it.
Yep, all the way back at the 16. Immediately, there was tremendous pressure, and Velez was trying to get away from it. And when he went to his left, the ball just fell out of his hand. He was really fortunate he was able to pick that up.
So 13-yard sack for Gardner, and it's 3rd and 27, Jeff. They got to get all the way to the 44-yard line. And they're back at the 16, so actually it's 3rd and 28. And so back to pass, and they're just going to throw a jump ball out here for Vaughn, and Vaughn's going to almost catch it, but
they're going to call a penalty?
Wow, Key came over at the last minute and knocked it away. You can't tell me this is a penalty. Holy moly, what a play by Key. So Vaughn went up and caught it. Maybe they're going to call Vaughn for the push-off. So Raper had the coverage, but when Vaughn had the ball caught, that's when Key hit it. Key didn't hit him until after the ball was in his hands, and Key knocked the ball out of his hands.
They're going to call offensive interference. Okay.
I was going to say, how can you call that on Key? The ball was already in there.
They weren't going to call it on Key. The question was, were they going to call it on Raper? Okay. Because Raper was the guy on him, and there was a slight collision. And when that collision occurred, Raper went completely out of bounds. And I thought they were going to say Raper interfered with him. But, when those two guys hit and Raper went the other way, you just know the shove was by the split end.
Yep. So incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 28, and Ron will punt it away, and Shelby's got their really first chance for good field position.
Absolutely.
And you never know on these early season snaps too, Jeff. This could be a big play with a bad snap. And now I think Kings Mountain may have moved and move it back even further.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the left end stepped inside, and I don't understand why that's illegal. He didn't step forward. He stepped inside. He stepped into his right, but the official said that was enough for a penalty, and that's yet another penalty sponsored by Butler's Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain. So now they're going to be punting from their 10-yard line.
My old eyes, I got to turn the light on in here. And Norris about got a piece of it. Punt's going to land at the Kings Mountain 39 and roll to the 41. And Shelby's going to take over in excellent field position.
Yep, that's going to be a 30-yard punt. No return, but great field position. And that's Vance Johnson is the punter. I didn't get his information the first time.
So they're going to mark it at the 40. I don't know how they got the 42 because the ball hit it at 39 and it hit a Kings Mountain player in the leg. And then they get 3 more yards out of the punt somehow. But they'll take over at the Kings Mountain 42. I thought it was the 39 or 40. Tate over the left side, and he gets grabbed by the back of his jersey.
Wow, I thought that was a face mask there for a while.
That was Simaj Odoms grabbed him by the back of the jersey and pulled him down, and I guess there's no horse collars anymore. So he lost a yard there.
Must have got him someplace we didn't see.
Yeah.
It looked like it's either a horse collar or a face mask, but apparently it was not. So second down and 11.
Ball at the 43 of Kings Mountain. Now 7:30 to go. Second quarter is 3-0 Kings Mountain. Farmer in the shotgun. He's going to throw it. And he's got pressure. He's going to throw it short. It's caught, and now Manuel Collins is going to run after the catch. He's going to be shy of the first down, but close.
That's going to be 3rd down and 1. Nice pattern, nice throw by both man with the pattern and the throw by Farmer.
And Farmer had to almost sidearm that one to get it in there.
Looking a little bit like Patrick Mahomes on that one, and now we come with the big package.
Yep, so they've got and Keelan Tate in there, Ty Johnson, Jalen Tate, Nick Norris, and then they're going to snap it to Tate, and he's going to Tristan Tate, and he's
got it.
He only got a yard, but I guess that's all he needed.
Yeah, I thought he got 2, but it's okay. The 1 is what he needed, and that's just the second first down for Shelby. But we're at 6:37 remaining in the first half. Kings Mountain leads 3-0, and Shelby's got to feel pretty good about being only down 3-0.
Jeff, I think that's their second first down.
The second first down, yeah.
CSI mechanical first down. They did give him 2, and so Shelby will have first down at the 31 of Kings Mountain. And now Tate stays in at running back. Morgan, receiver to the right, 3 receivers left, and Tate's going to dance around and get about a yard.
That's one of the best 1-yard runs you'll ever see. They are so big up front. I was talking to Coach Wilbanks before our interview, and he just said their front 8. They're so good that we're going to have to be really good at making decisions.
Second down 9, ball at the 30 of Kings Mountain. And Shelby's been getting right in their kind of stance and then looking to the sidelines for the play. And Farmer's going to throw it. And he's got the man out of the backfield as Tate. He catches it, but, gosh, not much at all.
Yeah, but maybe a yard.
Antonio Armstrong with the big tackle. He had a huge year last year, did Armstrong. He had 83 tackles, 18 tackles for loss. And that was opposite Curtis Simpson, who had, huge numbers as well. So 1-yard pass, and it's 3rd and 8. So Shelby has just not had the big gainer yet tonight, and it's 3rd and 8. And Farmer's going to throw. He might get a hold here, but no flag comes out. He's going to throw it, and it's
just low.
And now a late flag comes out.
Well, I believe we got one of the offensive linemen's about 7 yards downfield, so it's going to be an eligible man downfield.
Yeah, and it's a freshman.
Yep, these things happen when you're a freshman.
We got lucky because 33 came through and got held by one of the linemen.
Yeah,
right?
pretty substantial hold that the official kind of swallowed his whistle on. But the question is, will Kings Mountain take this? Nope, they're going to decline it, and I would too. I don't know if 46. I just don't know if you feel good about a 46-yard field goal.
Yeah, and I just don't think you can can punt it from the other team's 29.
No, I said you're going to go for it. You're either going to try to kick a long field goal or go for it. And so they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 5:23 remaining in this first half. Big play.
4th and 8, and Farmer will throw it. He has protection. He waits, and he throws it. It's short, but a sliding catch made for a first down.
Wow.
Tyler Morgan. What a catch. So that goes from the 29 down to about 17. 12-yard pass play.
Third CSI mechanical first down for the Golden Lions in this game. And this is 5:09. Clock is running left in this first half.
1st and 10 at the Kings Mountain 29. Farmer will roll, gets out of trouble. Now he's going to throw it away.
Yeah, that was just a busted play. Farmer, I think, was supposed to hand it off, and he wasn't able to make the handoff. I don't know if the snap was a little high or what, but then he rolled out to the right and threw it out of bounds. And that's a smart play. Don't do anything silly.
So 2nd and 10, again, ball on the Kings Mountain 17, 4:56 to go here in the second quarter. Morgan in, Collins in, still no catches for Foster or Thompson, which is unusual. And Farmer will throw it. He's looking, he's got a man crossing, but he just underthrows it.
Yeah, and that was a play where he's getting some pressure up the gut, and he threw it backing up. Yeah. And you know, you just can't get much on it. And the scary thing is when you're backing up, if you do throw that thing and just loft it up in the middle of the field, generally bad things are going to happen. So I'm happier with a low throw for an incomplete pass than just lofting that thing up in the middle of the field.
Yep, and he did have Majay Thompson open. That could have been a 6 or 1st and goal. So I'd like to see him maybe get a little bit more time and then step up into that one and complete that one. 3rd and 10. And he'll throw again. Jailbreak. They got the screen set up, but it got blown up by 34.
Yeah.
Eli Lipscomb. And
there's such a thing as setting a screen up, but you got to hit them to slow them down just a little bit. And that was the total jailbreak, not really a screen. And so
Lopez will come in for the game-tying field goal attempt. Now, the other thing about that pass is it was like Tate hadn't even turned around yet. So the ball landed at the feet, kind of in between all the blockers, but not near the intended receiver. So Emmanuel Collins is the holder. Jose Lopez, this will be a 34-yard attempt for the senior place kicker. Morgan with the snap. The hold's good. The kick's got distance, but
it's wide right.
Wide right, and it is. It's wide right. So the kick's no good. And with 4:45 to go, first half, Kings Mountain still leads 3-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
For over 60 years, Honda Motorcycles of Shelby has been serving this area, and they continue to do so today. Right now, you'll find a good inventory of dirt bikes, plus 150 and up to 450 models of on- and off-road bikes. See the new 2024 Honda Rebel.
Jet sweeps, they know how to counter them.
Exactly.
So it'll be 2nd and 9. So one receiver to the right, 2 to the left. One tight end off the line. Shotgun snap. Fake handoff again. This time Patterson keeps it himself, and this time he does fool him, and he's going to walk it in for the touchdown. A late Pete's Fishbox and Cherryville penalty flag.
Oh, I think it's going to be called. I hope not, but I think it's going to be called on number 5 for Cherryville, the receiver.
Illegal block in the back.
And for Jackson Hefner, he was doing a great job, I thought, blocking him.
Mm-hmm.
But did they call holding?
They called a holding on him.
You know, that scene, me being a former receiver, I was like, no, that wasn't holding. That was a good block.
That's just so,
that was just a good block.
That's survival.
Yeah.
That's survival.
I can't believe can't believe we called that. But yeah, because I thought Hefner was doing an outstanding job.
That wasn't
blocking.
a hold in your Carolina days, was it?
No,
Ryan?
not at all. Not at all. Oh, my goodness.
So after the holding penalty, that brings it back. So it's about 2nd and 5. at the 15-yard line. Patterson, this time he does hand it off. I want to say that again. I want to say that was either Howell or Sewell. I'm not sure.
That was Howell.
Okay.
Howell.
Howell up the middle. Gains about another 5, right around the first down marker. Just shy of it.
We got Avery County players shaking up a little bit.
We sure do. One player on our first injury of the day, and that looks like, I think if I saw it, that might be number 10.
I believe that's right.
Nick Daniels.
Yep.
Is 5'11" sophomore.
Give time to sort of the medical people from Avery County to check him out. These guys are playing hard, both sides of the ball. They really are seeing some good hits, some good tackles, and clean hits and clean tackles.
Well, the trainers take
He does have a man, but he's going to be sacked. And ball on the ground, recovered by the Golden Lions inside the 10-yard line. Landon Hollifield on the sack. Dominique Woody with the recovery.
And there was a man wide open, but Dixon Velez was running as hard as he could to his left, and when he tried to get the ball up to throw it, he got hit in the mouth, and the ball dropped to the ground, so it's going to be 1st and goal for Shelby on the Kings Mountain 9. 3:29 to go here in this first half.
Sometimes you need a big play. It's Tristan Tate carrying down to around
the 5
or 6.
So 2nd and goal just outside the 5. 3:15 to go in this first half.
So the second, one turnover each. Shelby threw the interception, and now Shelby comes up with the fumble recovery on defense. 2nd and goal, ball at the 6. And they're going to run it this time with number 11, J.J. Williams. He catapults at the goal line and into the end zone.
That's Tristan Tate, number 0, isn't it?
I thought it was 11. Let's see. Well,
it's Tristan Tate.
Okay, I'm wrong. The way his jersey was, I thought it was 11. All right, Tristan Tate with the touchdown run. And, boy, he went and helicoptered in the air, Jeff, right at the goal line.
2:53 remaining in this first half.
Tristan Tate with a 6-yard touchdown run. That's a numbers tax and bookkeeping touchdown. And Jose Lopez on for the point after touchdown. Emmanuel Collins to hold. High snap, and there's a penalty flag. Pre-snap.
And number 59's helmet comes off. It's going to be offsides on Kings Mountain. I always like to decline these and kick it from the 10 because you were used to kicking from the 10. Now, if I had a great offensive line, I might take it and go for 2, but I don't know. 6-3, 8-3, 7-3. Not a lot of difference between 7-3 to 8-3, but 6-3 it's just not. It's not as good. So, does that make any sense, Brown? I just didn't you like kicking it from 20 instead of 18 and a half? Didn't it just feel better?
But late in the year, it gets a little worn out right there. So sometimes it's not bad to kick from something that's not worn out. So Shelby declines, and they will do what you said. They'll kick from the 10. It'll be a 20-yard field goal. So Shelby did have one change on that line, so they got a different guy in, and now it's a good hold, good.
It wasn't the greatest kick, but it worked.
And so with 2:53 to go, second quarter, Golden Lions on top, 7-3 on our No Malarkey Call, Mr. Sparky Scoreboard.
In the past, in his sophomore and junior years, be in that backfield occasionally because they had so much talent in the running game before at Chase of guys that are now gone. So let's see if Mosley can have some shining moments and get his team on the board, help them get on the board.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Snap fake to Mosley. Here comes Frazier, and he gets swallowed up. Falls forward for about a yard. It looks like Lane Chandler and Payson Jones were in on the play. These are just, it sounds like the same guys. It's just those good linebackers are not letting Chase get any room.
In our halftime show coming up tonight, presented by Rutherford County's Farm Bureau, it'll also feature the Cheerleader Spotlight, one of the cheerleaders groups of our football programs in Rutherford County. We'll go over who those ladies are. That's presented by Stanton Enterprise McDonald.
2 yards, a 3rd and 5 now. Frazier hands it off to Mosley, and he's met in the backfield. Nowhere to go. 2-yard loss as Braxton Batchelor gets in, and it's going to be another punt for Chase.
3rd down conversions. There's very little to talk about. The Chase Trojans have just not had any success, and one of the reasons, Richard, is most of the time they've been in a 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's hard to get those yards when you're behind the sticks and off schedule, as now it'll be Frazier on to punt. Chandler and Jones back to receive once again. Good snap. Kick is up, almost blocked by McGee. That's a great kick all the way back to the 25, picked up by Chandler. Chandler breaks one tackle, spins around the 30, now runs backwards. He's losing ground, and it looks like there's going to be a 4-yard return, and then a host of Chase Trojans, led by Bryson McSwain, get him down, turns into just a 1-yard return for Mountain Heritage.
So with 9:49 to go in the second quarter, it's South Point 8, Lincolnton 0. We'll be back with the left side, rather. And a gain of 1 by Tidd on that.
Bleed took a shot there from number 18 for Lincolnton. I need to check my stats here. Yeah, Zay Coleman came and gave him a shot. So they're definitely being disciplined and hitting their assignments, but better be careful. We don't want to.
At this point, you know what? The way Blee's hobbling, make him run it.
Absolutely.
Take away the pitch, see if he can do anything with it, because he is not getting around very well. He was looking to pitch right from the get-go because he doesn't want the ball. And again, he gets rid of it this time because there was a tackler right on him. He had to get rid of it. It goes to Cam Crawford. And again, a short gain with the clock running. We're inside a minute to go in the first half. So gain there of 2.
It looks like they're content. Obviously, this is what they do, ball possession. Yeah, we don't want Blee dropping back and getting some shots on him with that ankle. So, yeah, probably good up just to either give it or pitch it.
And they're milking the clock here. 8 on the play clock. Blee's looking around, waiting. Do they take the penalty here?
Call one of their second time.
And they called a timeout. But they were bleeding the clock, so we'll be back. Timeout on the field. We'll be back after this.
Tarzan says it's the biggest tree cutting special he's ever seen from J. Douglas Tree Service. Why it's so big, it's driving cheetah bananas.
There's one local hospice in Palo.
Fly route down the left sideline, and just is a half a step from being complete.
One thing I saw there that I've not seen much, we've not had a chance to see much of tonight is Caleb Liner's arm, because that right. He had some decent zip on that, and he threw it in step as well. That was about just one stride too far for Markland to catch.
In the secondary for Cherryville, they were there.
Yep.
But that ball was well thrown.
2nd and 10. Snap out of the shotgun. This time Liner, he's under some pressure, but he gets past the pressure now. He's going to keep the ball himself and run. That's good. Going to be good for a first down and then some. Brought down at the Avery County 40-yard line, and that will be good for Medical Center Pharmacy of Cherryville. First down. So
Whitworth on the tackle there.
So we're coming up at just about a minute to go in the first half. Avery trying to get some points on the board here. And remember, they get the ball to open up the second half. Liner takes a snap out of the shotgun. Blitz coming. Just gets rid of it. Oh, right through the hands of Paxton Pruitt, the safety the last man on Cherryville's defense, Liner just tried to overthrow everybody, and he did overthrow everybody, but just barely.
Yeah. Pruitt is playing center field, which is what he's supposed to do, especially this time. And we have an Avery County player down.
I heard that might be Liner.
And he is not feeling good.
He took if that's Liner, I wouldn't say he took a lick when he was trying to.
Yeah, his helmet's off. They got his helmet off, and medical people just now getting to him.
He took a pump fake, and there was a lot of
play, but that's a 25-yard touchdown, and the problem was Vaughn was wide open because he was hit as he threw it, and that ball just fluttered in the air, and Vaughn was still, with all that time, that wide open that he was still able to catch it and just kind of one step into the end zone.
So William Vaughn, 25-yard touchdown pass.
And now Kings Mountain back on top 9-7. Ramon for the point after. And that kicks easily up and through. So the point after attempt, the Hojo Power Sports PAT is good. And it's 10-7 Mountaineers. 51 seconds left to go here in the first half. We'll be right back.
Logan Brown right here, because I think it's been he and Liner that have basically been creating most of the offense.
So they've got Cherryville's got 3 deep, a free safety. He's 15 yards off the ball.
So there's shotgun snap, and he's looking to pass under pressure, and going to be brought down. A host of Cherryville Ironmen get in, good penetration.
Liam McIntyre. And I believe it was Jacob Truitt. Is that correct?
I think so.
Good play defensively. Very good play.
And that is a big momentum turner for both teams, as now that's going to make it 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 for Avery County. 35 seconds remaining in the half. But you look at the situation here as both teams kind of huddle up and get their plays set up for this long 3rd down attempt for Avery County. There's not a lot of time left, Brian, but look where the ball is. You're in Cherryville territory. If you're Avery County, you can't just be careless with the attempts of trying to get the ball down the field. If you don't convert this, and neither team has necessarily shown the ability to flip the field on the other with their special teams so far in this first half. So you don't want to give Cherryville a short field.
You're absolutely right. The punting game, I'm not sure that the coaches feel like they can depend on that to flip the field. So you're right. Neither team has been able to do that. So yes, Avery County is going to. They need a good play, and Cherryville, defensively, they're looking, let's stop them, get the ball, and we'll take a shot at our end zone.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be an exciting 35 seconds.
Well, I think Avery County can breathe a sigh of relief. It looks like Caleb Liner's back in the game. 3rd and 15. You've got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now one of the ones on the left in motion. Shotgun snap. Liner looking to pass. Short done pass to Logan Brown. Met right as soon as he catches it. Brought down. Believe that is packed.
Now with the unfavorable down and distance, we'll see what they do. 2nd down, 17 after that loss, as Burns did have the one Falston Pharmacy first down. And again, the snap looks a little tenuous there, but
that's Wilson on the carry.
Yeah, Wilson gets about 3 or 4. Let's see where they mark it. It looks like they're going to mark it up at the 23-yard line, so give him 4. 3rd down and 13.
Give a shout out Floyd Williams and Angela Toney, some of our loyal listeners. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
And my umpire buddy Dale Rex, we appreciate you listening in, buddy.
Looks like Burns may just be trying to run this out here.
Yeah, unfavorable field position. Who ran the ball last? Was that
Wilson?
Okay.
Yep.
So Warlick in the gun, slaps the hands, and is letting a little bit more time burn off. 6 on the play clock. And they may just milk it down all the way and then call a timeout, and that's what they'll do. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs.
On pregame, it's got some interesting information about what to expect from the Lincolnton team this year. So on the Stadium Halftime Show, brought to you by Power Max Motorsports of Lincolnton, here's Lincolnton coach Jaden Engel.
And now joining us on the pregame stadium show,
about whether it's not 2 penalties, whether it's 1. They just be offsetting, and we may just be starting over and first and goal. 12 seconds left on the clock. Clock continue to run. Maybe they're talking about resetting the clock as well after all the extracurriculars.
Yeah, they're still sorting it out right now, so that's why we've got a delay. Just to remind you, only 12.2 seconds to go on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, and it's been all Mountain Heritage. They've got a 34-0 lead over Chase.
So we're going to see it's going to be a dead ball foul against, and it looks like Barnes has been ejected.
Wow.
And also, so he is done. And then they're going to give a sideline warning as well to Mountain Heritage. So Barnes is done for the day, and that's a big loss for Chase already in the game. You're down by 34 points.
Very interesting. And again, we didn't see every moment of what happened as we were paying attention to the runner trying to go towards the end zone on that last play.
Looks like we'll reset. So 12.2 seconds. Ball is on the 4-yard line, so that play will disregard that play.
And, Richard, the bad news if you're about Chase is the fact that Mountain Heritage could add another score before the half.
Bennett and Theoditas in the backfield split set with Quinn at quarterback, and Mountain Heritage kind of just hanging around. They may not snap it here. Maybe we're going to reset. No, they will come up to the line. Play clock's at 2, and they're going to reset the play clock, and now get set. And that will be, it looks like a false start. So a timeout called by Chase before the false start. Second, and Chase, I guess, is trying to figure out what they need to do after this long pause to get Mountain Heritage off the scoreboard. So we'll take a quick break with them as on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard on the world-famous French fries. It's 34-0 Mountain Heritage. Cougars driving here. This is Downtown Radio, WAGY.
Mi Pablito Mexican Restaurant.
Sewell's got to see him if he can take it in.
Yeah,
It's going to be good. I do not see any flags. So this 2-point conversion will be good. So there are 10 seconds remaining. Correction, there are 10 seconds remaining on the game clock. But with that 2-point conversion now, it is officially a 3-score game for Cherryville as they lead Avery. They have blanked Avery in this first half so far, 20-0.
The point after touchdown, the clock doesn't run anyway, so the clock wasn't affected as far as that one play goes. But I looked up there and saw 0-0-0, but now they said there were 10 more seconds.
Right, yeah, we both thought that was going to be a dead ball play, but they essentially said there was 10 seconds remaining on the clock. So we will have 1 or 2 more plays, I would say, here in the first half. What a first half for the Cherryville Ironmen. Great way to start this season off. And what a momentum shift, too. You had Avery just starting to build some momentum, They were starting to put pressure on the Ironman defense, and I'm telling you, it seems like every time that the Vikings have crossed over into Cherryville's side of the field, when Cherryville's been on defense, that defense has stepped up. Specifically, Anaje Whitworth has stepped up with 2 interceptions already in the first half.
Yes, he has.
And a kickoff return to write home about.
And it's kind of a mirror image there because Cherryville's gotten inside the opponent's 20 and giving up the ball 3 different times.
There's a kickoff now for Cherryville. Picked up by Avery. That is Carlos
Garcia.
Garcia again. He's going to be brought down about the 36-yard line. Avery's 36-yard line. 3.6 seconds remaining. This will be the last play of the half. At this point, I mean, well, do you think, Brian, I mean, you're down 3 at this point. Do you at least toss it up and see if you can get lucky, or are you afraid of another pick 6 at this point?
Yeah, you throw it sideline. If you want to attempt to play, you throw it to the sideline and
I
just
get
a streak route down the sideline.
I get one of my spotters to cheat and tell me which side number 10's on, and I throw it the other way. That's what I'm doing.
That's right. Don't throw it near Whitworth.
That's right. So Caleb Liner takes a snap out of the shotgun. They're just going to hand off. Bowls over one Cherryville Ironman defender, but is finally brought down by a host of others, and that will be the last play of the first half here at Rudersville Stadium. We look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, 20-0. Your Cherryville Ironman. So far, we're halfway through the first opening football game of the 2024 football season. Ironman lead Avery County 20-0.
Josiah Hill, 1 catch for 10 yards. Isaiah
Brought to you by Power Max Motor.
For 38 yards with 1 interception. Leading receiver is Emmanuel Collins, 2 catches for 16 yards. Tyler Morgan has 2 catches for 14 yards, and Tristan Tate has 2 catches for 8 yards. So Shelby 38 passing and 31 rushing for 69 total yards of offense. So 88 for Kings Mountain and 69 for Shelby. Not exactly offensive fireworks here in game 1.
No, but it's been a good ball game though. As far as it's been exciting, there've been some big plays. Unfortunately for Shelby, most of the big plays, in fact, all the offensive big plays have been by Kings Mountain. But there've been a couple of big plays sack-wise for Shelby, and so at this point, let's go ahead and go over the recap of the first half. And the recap and the stats are sponsored by James River Equipment of Shelby. Not a lot to talk about with 7:11 left in the first quarter. 32-yard field goal by Matthew Rome, and Kings Mountain led 3-0, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter. With 2:53 left in the first half, Tristan Tate, 6-yard touchdown run. Lopez's point after. Shelby led 7-3, but they didn't hold that lead very long. 2 minutes and 2 seconds later, William Vaughn, 25-yard touchdown pass from Armstrong, and Rome's point after made it Kings Mountain 10, Shelby 7, and that's where we are at the end of the first half. And again, those stats and the recap of the first half brought to you by James River Equipment of Shelby.
So score is 10-7 Kings Mountain. Shelby will receive the second half kickoff. We got about 5 minutes and change to go. We'll take a break here on our Marburger Chevrolet halftime show. We'll come back in about 3 minutes. We'll talk about the keys to the second half, and we'll do that right after this.
Plus 150 and up to 450.
58801. Robbins Paint, Carpet, and Flooring.
Broke a tackle at the 10-yard line, went into the end zone. Again, 2-point conversion was made, a pass from Blee to number 21, Chris Stowe, and that makes it 16-0, and that's our score. That's our score here. Now we will try and take a look around the area. We're getting these off Max Preps. There's only 206 games in North Carolina at the moment. The first one we ran into was involved Ashbrook.
Yeah, Forest Hills 13 and Ashbrook 7. And I'm trying to think, looks like we're already in the third quarter there. We did see some across Twitter where we had Cherryville up 12-0 on Avery County and Forest View 7-0 on Burns. I think we kind of mentioned that during the broadcast, and I'm going to kind of scroll through here and see what we could see as teams are warming up, getting out to the end zones and getting ready for the second half. I know a big game that TV was covering was Kings Mountain and Shelby. That'd be a good one to
Boy, that's
see.
Coming out of the gate with a barn burn. There was another one further up where you were scrolling. Don't worry about going to it. But it was two teams in the top 10. I think it was Butler or something like that, or it's like, and Charlotte Catholic and somebody. I forget who it was. It was like, wow, that's coming out of the gate. Two of the top 10 teams in the state meeting in the first game.
Yeah, like I said, we were kind of talking pregame and our abbreviated pregame about, the schedules for these teams. And, South Point, next week goes to Charlotte Christian has a bye, and then I think they have High Brighton coming out of the gates. So a little bit early of a tough schedule there for South Point as they get ready to go into the 24 season.
And it's no better. It's no better for Lincolnton. They've got South Point this week. They've got a very good-looking North Lincoln team next week. The only thing that will help them out is the fact that, hey, we've seen the option. So it'll be the second week in a row, so that should help them a bit. And they've done a pretty good job tonight, 20 carries, 93 yards. They did have a big one called back for South Point. But then they go and they play East Lincoln, I think, in the next game. Is that their third game? I think it is. They come out of the gate with a pretty stout schedule.
Yeah, like I say, South Point, after a kind of an early Charlotte Christian to bye, High Brighton has Kramer, which has been predicted to finish last in the conference. But then this is where they kind of got tied up last year. They got surprised with Hunter Huss, and then they have Crest following them, and then with Kings Mountain after that. So their middle of the schedule is kind of where they are kind of seeing their their issue as they get ready for this season.
And I was right. It was South Point, then at North Lincoln, then host East Lincoln. Then they have a bye week. Then they get into conference, and they get hit right in the chops. Perennial number one team in the conference, Bunker Hill. Newton Conover, who has a new coach this year, the West Iredell coach. Nick Basil's son has moved over to Newton Conover. Then it gets a little easier. Bandy's, normally they can handle that game. Then West Caldwell and East Burke, the two teams that are predicted to be the bottom of the league. Then Maiden and West Lincoln. So there aren't any buys anytime soon.
Well, like I say, Coach Engel kind of mentioned that last week at the Jamboree that they're gonna, when they get ready for conference play, they will be battle tested. They'll know exactly where they stand as far as players and what position, and so it might kind of mirror last year a little bit, where they got off to a little bit of a slow start and then came on at the end and were able to finish strong, as you mentioned, get a playoff win before they face Shelby.
6-6 overall, but that's with 4-2 in conference. So, or was it 5-2?
Right.
5-2.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got North Gaston, East Gaston, local 0-0. I'm trying to find some other close games here. A lot of them seem to be all over the state, as you mentioned.
Yeah, Max Preps doesn't do them by region or anything like that. They just throw the whole 206 into. Thing I always noticed is they always seem to put the Eastern North Carolina games first. For Western North Carolina,
And good evening, everybody. Halftime about halftime show for everybody here in the studios. We're eating on some Pete's Fish Box fish. We had all kinds of things today. Andre, what all was back there in the fish box? What kind of fish we had? I know we had corn and shrimp and hush puppies and fries. But there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of fish. What do we have back there today from fish?
Yeah, I know for sure some flounders, some salt and pepper catfish, some perch. Had a
low country boil.
Yeah, shrimp country boil. Baked
and
potato.
Fried shrimp too.
Yep, fried shrimp.
And they had the tartar sauce and everything ready for us too.
Of course, the hush puppies.
There was somebody thought that tartar sauce was slaw and got out a big dip on his plate.
Yeah.
I don't want to call any names.
Take you a big bite of that tartar sauce. It's not going to be exactly what you thought it was it?
Oh yeah, it was definitely a surprise. Surprise to the taste buds. It was good tartar sauce though.
Oh goodness. All right, folks. We are getting ready. We got halftime scores here for everybody. If you are at the stadium or know someone at the stadium and they do want to stream some video or take some video for us and let us have at it, and we'll let us use it. Let us know. Tag us on hashtag KTC Broadcasting. 28. That must be third quarter if that's the score. All right. So Jeff Miller's at North Gas and East Gas tonight. I guess we might hear from Jeff later on that one. But folks, we do have some scores here if you're watching from home. These are updated. These are the last updated score we have. We're trying our best to keep up with it, folks. We're gonna see what we can do and get everything going. We don't have any score for the Bessemer City game and East Rutherford yet. Polk County and Madison, Pisgah, Brevard, Murphy, Franklin, Tuscola, Asheville, Wilkes Central, Ashe County, Owen and Inca, St. Stephen's and Bandy's, Kramer, East Lincoln, and a bunch of other scores here on the board here on our Red Zone channel. Where as soon as they come in, we'll get them posted. Once the finals go, folks, we'll change the color to black. So if you see a black score on there, that'll be the final score. Reds are live scores as we have them. Now, I do have a couple or got some highlights of tonight's plays, folks. If you want to tag us here on KTC Broadcasting, we love to post the pictures and everything of all the players and the videos and everything else. So we do have some highlights. If you guys are ready for that, Dennis, you ready for it?
Oh, let's rock.
Let's do this.
That looks like South Point right there on the screen.
It is South Point, and they just went ahead and had senior night tonight, opening night.
It wasn't homecoming.
No, they just had senior night tonight. So that's what that is. They brought the seniors out there for the folks
My prediction,
at South
Kevin,
Point.
Go ahead and get the weather good.
That will be the top team in the conference, South Point.
Oh, so Dennis
made all you other folks mad. I know. Shelby, Kings Mountain, whoever. South Point's the top team.
All right, Dennis, I hear it. Well, speaking of the Red Raiders, how about let's check them out right here, coming onto the field at the stadium here. Let's see if we got some sound on this as well. Reporter Jawan Wilson out at South Point. Great shot there for Jawan. He was up in there, Andre. Did you see that? How close he was. We'll go show it again for the folks at home.
School's out, and all them boys going over to Chick-fil-A. Mama picked them up.
He's about close enough to get run over right there, but somebody's not paying attention. The folks at home didn't get to see it. I had to switch it over. We'll play it one more time for the folks at home. I'll turn it down a little bit. Sorry, folks. There you go. There's the Red Raiders coming onto the field. They're up right now. KTC Broadcasting, LincolnCounty.com YouTube channel. South Point 16-0 halftime over the Lincoln Wolves. There's your Red Raiders entering the 2024 season. Let's go over to this is
The touchdown for the Ironman.
This is
in by Ray Sewell.
I guess we missed it, but this was the view. Andre the Sun. During the fireman's first touchdown play, I guess it was just right there low.
That's just the cameraman over there.
That's the sun into our camera at Cherville during the first game.
Is that Chips doing?
Touchdown for the
Who's that? That's Jock. Poor Jock over there dealing with the sun tonight.
That sun was bright. I had to put my sunglasses on when I was on my way here. Driving into it.
Here's an interception for Lincoln. against South Point. South Point quarterback rolling left.
You know
They don't
what's
throw
odd?
much, Dennis. And then when they do,
You know what's odd about that play, Kevin?
South Point throwing.
You got it.
That's why we don't. I bet they'll go to practice tomorrow. That's why we don't throw the ball, boys. We throw it to the other team.
That's the farthest I've ever seen South Point throw a
I just
ball.
don't know why nobody in Belmont can throw a football further than 20 yards. All right, here's the Ironman scoring again from a few yards out.
And they're in the all black. Is that what you said?
Andre was talking about the black tops there. They got blue bottoms and blue tops. Number 4, the quarterback keeper.
Looking real spiffy
around the end. You know anybody on the team, Andre? Off the top of your head?
Nah.
Okay.
Too old.
Too old. Yeah, I know, right?
Those days have passed you by.
Yeah, I'm now that old guy sitting in the stands.
South Point from a couple yards out. Red bone fullback dive for the touchdown. That made it.
Where have I seen that before?
That made it 8-0 Red Raiders.
They've been running that same play for about 50 years now since Jim Biggerstaff was there.
How about Burns versus Forest View? This is Forest View going up 7-0 on the Bulldogs. All up in our face. Couldn't get focused, it looked like.
Yeah, we got the audio.
I was about to say, did he say some bad words? Couldn't tell what he was saying. Yeah, we got great on the audio.
He thought it was coming through. I'd have backed up too.
Oh, they were talking about he didn't keep his feet in or something, somebody said. How about a punt return touchdown for South Point? That punt wasn't too far, was it, Andre? If he's returning from there, like a 30 or 40 yard punt return, touchdown for the Red Raiders, and that makes it 16-0 South Point over Lincolnton. You want to see the 2-point conversion, Dennis? How about a pass to the corner of the end zone for South Point?
He dropped that right down the pipe.
Oh, it was a water bucket play. It's something weird. There wasn't no line there. Look. Why didn't nobody rush the quarterback? Ain't nobody guarding him.
It's South Point.
Come on, Lincoln. You gotta do better than that. And then you still gave up the pass. So nobody rushed the quarterback and nobody guarded the wide receiver. Interception for the Red Raiders on this play. Lincoln looking back over the middle. Tosses it deep and picked off by the safety. Got some Lincoln. All right, how about Burns? With a long run.
And there he goes. Number 10 for the Burns Bulldogs. Let me see who that is. Number 10 is Graham Warlick.
All right.
He could go all the way. Yeah. And we know that because we just saw it. Matter of fact, he could go all the way this time, too.
Bulldogs, by my count, 14-0. Here's the next touchdown for them. Folks, you can find our highlights at What's Up Shoppers Twitter page at KTC Broadcasting. We retweet there. Bulldogs handoff right side, right off the tackle, in for an easy walk-in touchdown. So Bulldogs 14-7 lead by Arcade. How about Cherville going up number 20-0 right here? On defense, Andre. How about a blue? How about a blue Ironman at midfield? You ever seen that?
I seen him painting that earlier. Oh, nice.
Picked off from the safety, number 10 for the Ironman. Now, I like the Ironman logo on the helmet, Andre. That's what I've been waiting for a long time, to get that big logo on there. That looks pretty good.
Kevin, you and Andre are both Cherville alumni.
No, we are not.
Don't tell me
he is.
you a Bessemer City boy.
Yes, I'm a Bessemer alumni.
When's the last time you were able to say something, Andre, about and Cherville is just running wild tonight?
Well, hold up now. We got some wins. We don't have a lot.
Do what? Big return there. You got a Cherville roster over there, Dennis?
Cherville, no, I don't have their roster. I'll probably have to print.
Oh, he just said it out loud. Hold on, let's play it. Hold on. Is that Maurice? Ken Maurice?
What name did you say?
Nigel Whitworth.
Oh, Najee.
Is that ain't his boy, is it? The kid?
Yeah, might be Maurice Whitworth.
That's what you said. Yeah, is that Maurice?
I was repeating what you were saying.
Oh, okay. Is it, you think?
Yeah. Definitely.
Watching him run. Maurice could run. Pick 6.
I can tell by the hair, too.
How about on his second punt return of the night, Red Raiders take a 22-0 lead in front of like 12 Lincolnton fans over there. Where's all the Lincoln fans at? Look. Surely that's the band's area. I'm going to say it's the band's area. They were on band break. But another punt return touchdown for South Point. 22-0 Raiders over the Wolves right now. Now let's go over some more highlights. How about some highlights from Shelby? And go over here to this is Shannon Allen out at Shelby tonight, and he's got his Twitter feed is Gridiron CC if you guys are looking for that. So we're going to go to him for some highlights from the Kings Mountain and Shelby games. We're going to start for the first touchdown, Tristan Tate. Watch this, Andre. Helicopter might be the play of the night. Play of the night. Let's check him out one more time. Watch Tristan Tate get airborne here over the left side.
Sore ribs tomorrow.
17 got a good hit, but if that's at the 40-yard line, everybody's talking about how great a play 17 made, but that's in the end zone, Andre, so it don't count.
Like
if he did that at the 50, we'd be like, oh.
Like back when John Elway got hit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Elway getting helicoptered in the Super Bowl. Tristan Tate way smaller than John Elway, though. John Elway's a big old dude.
Way faster, too.
Yeah, probably. All right, how about Kings Mountain with a touchdown pass getting missing? How about, I don't think that was to that receiver. Do you, Dennis?
I think the guy fell down.
Andre, watch this.
And the other guy goes, what?
Boop. Oh. What do you think? Was that the 3 or was it the one who called it?
I think the man up front, it wasn't going to him anyway.
Yeah. Well, I got this one.
Yeah. he thought he was about to get a one.
15 ended up with it.
Gotta be faster than that.
That's that ball went over his head. I mean, his heart broke right there for 2 seconds when he fell. It's like, oh no, I fell and didn't.
Nah, but just think if he would have made it to that ball.
Oh, didn't call it incomplete.
Messed the whole play up.
I would tell you what the coaches said about that moment, but the FCC might shut us down.
Shelby takes the lead right here. JP, what was the score? 13-10. Shelby Golden Lions take the lead here with this pass. All right, folks. There's your halftime highlights here on the Red Zone channel. We'll keep some more highlights going here in just a few minutes. We're trying to keep the scores up as much as we can for you folks. But, yes, Shelby with 13-10. We're going to head out to Shelby right now. You can listen to the second half as I get some scores updated for the folks. We're going to take kind of a little quick break here on our show. So give us a second. We'll get you scores updated, folks, and ready to rock. So we'll be right back right here. We're going to send you out to Shelby High School for Kings Mountain and Shelby live here on KTC Broadcasting.
2 blockers and drags takedown. So
about a 13 or 14-yard line. So that's not work, but these are the things you learn early in the season.
Wow. So first and goal at the 1 is now third and goal from the 13. And it's hard to – you almost need the same play you had on the touchdown a minute ago. 3 receivers left. Farmer will throw it. Now he's going to roll left, and he's going to throw it off his back foot. Oh! Off the hands of Khalil Foster around the 5-yard line now. here's where, the scoreboard's saying it's just third down. The sideline saying it's fourth down.
It is just fourth down.
And it's fourth down, and they're going to send Jose Lopez out. So, if you're on the sideline, you're sitting there going, did the coaches outthink themselves here? You got it on the 1 yard line, and you kind of run, something unusual, and it backfires on you. And now you're kicking a field goal from the 30-yard field goal.
And you just missed a point after. And so everything's just a little bit
and you've missed a field goal. So let's see if they can get a better snap and hold this time. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt. The kick's up. It looks good from here, Jeff, and it is good. Jose Lopez from 30. And Shelby back up by a score of 16-10 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
The Transportation Administration of Cleveland County continues to operate TAC, Cleveland County Transit, and REACH. The Cleveland County Transit route will continue to be free to ride until further notice. For more information, call 704-482-6705. Again, 704-482-6705.
Chapel Hill, the powder blue football alum. If you're head coach Patrick Bowman, what are you telling your guys? They got to be feeling pretty good, up 20-0. They've shut out the opposing team, but you don't want complacency to set in.
The Mountain Heritage running back, when we talk about Higgins, is taking their time is Mountain Heritage up 41-0, 7:15 in the third quarter. As Cole McGee is in. Here's the handoff again. It's Higgins up the barrels forward.
Third and 3 from the 7 or 8. Rumpf keeps it. Pitch is out. Late pitch, but a good one. Pitch is made and looks to be number 11, Brody Crawford. And Crawford will get a Turner Hauser Insurance first down. He gets out to the 22-yard line, so a gain of 14 on that one.
Yeah, good job there by Rumpf. Yeah, read it perfectly.
Good block out in the corner, too. They held him up without holding.
He attacked that last man on the line of scrimmage, pulled him towards him, and then had a great pitch.
First and 10 from the 22. Rumpf again with a pitch. This time it's out to Forston. He jumps over a tackler. Or skips over him a little bit. But a good carry there. And gets it out to the 31-yard line. Gain of 9. I think we'll see typical South Point at this point.
Yeah, like I say, they're just going to, if they're going to keep getting those chunk yards.
And the clock rolling, because we're already down to 4:20 to go in the third quarter. So they're keeping the clock going.
And keeping Ford off the field, rested if he needs to play some defense. And, of course, keeping Patrick Blee on the sideline as well as they're up by 3 scores.
Clock goes down to 3. Snap goes off. Handoff up the middle, and my goodness, he spun around for a long time. This time it was Ford. He goes from the 31 to the 38-yard line, gain of 7, and another first down for South Point. And surprisingly, they're all by rushing. Who'd have thought it? First and 10 at the own 38. In typical South Point fashion, they've already run almost 4 minutes off the clock, after just 2 first downs. Rumpf with another quick pitch. Bobbled a little bit by Ford. He hauls it in. Turns it up. Gets out to about the 40-yard line. So gets a couple out of that. But we've got a South Point player, a lineman down on the far side, and he is rolling around in the field. He is not doing well. So Ford gains, we'll give him 2 on that play.
Yeah, good way to, good catch there. Pitch was a little bit back behind him, but way to corral it there by Ford. Trying to see what number we have down there for South Point.
I want to say 55. But he was rolling around so much it was tough to tell. and his feet are facing towards it.
They are definitely going more up-tempo than they did in the first half.
Yes, they are.
Shotgun snap. Handoff again. This time not fooling anybody, as there are about a handful of Cherryville Ironmen that bring down the runner.
Number 10, Nick Daniels, is a sophomore, 205 pounds. He's a hoss.
He's healthy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a hard runner. He's not easy. He will not go down with one guy.
Cherryville just about brought the house that time pretty much and got great penetration, loss of about 4 on that, so it's going to bring 2nd and 14. Right around the 15-yard line. So Liner takes the snap. Screen pass out to the right, little dump pass, it's good. Can he get by the Ironman defenders? He's knocked out of bounds over on the Avery County side. It's going to be close to a first down.
And again, that was Nick Daniels. That down to the 1.
So all right, so it's going to be 1st and goal, it looks like.
Yes, it is.
So that is another Medical Silver Fall receive Cherryville first down. 8:33 to go here in the third quarter. Opening drive of the second half. Here's a snap. Quarterback sneak up the middle. And I don't think he got in. There's no signal.
No signal at all. And it was Amir Starr, again, who met him and drove him back. And they're actually, they moved the ball back.
Caleb Liner tried to just take it in, keep him himself, and he got met right at the point of attack, and then lost, got pushed back. So this will make it 2nd and goal at about the Cherryville 2-yard line, it looks like. Avery trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time. Under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Liner out of the shotgun again. He's got running back on each side of him. Takes the snap. There's the pass. Just incomplete. Went through 2 Vikings hands right there.
Cherryville brought a blitz, and it did not give it did not give Liner the time that he needed. He had to get rid of it, but it did go through. It went through looked like a Cherryville defender's hands as well as the receiver for Avery County.
It's
2 wide receivers in. Man comes in motion, and he'll get the football. It's Wilson. Wilson tucks it around the 40 to the 35. Not much. Maybe 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd down.
I think that's Kenyon Surratt on a little pop pass.
Oh, was Surratt?
Yep.
Okay, so Surratt, the ball caper. I'm sorry, I thought it was. So
little jet sweep action there.
Surratt is 3.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a 3-yard. I got to call that a pass, or was that a run? I couldn't tell.
It's like a little jet sweep, little pop pass. You call it a pass.
Okay.
Call it a pop pass, yeah.
So I'll call it a pass for now. We'll see what Joe had, and that will be a 3-yard gain and 3rd down and 5. So Warlick in the gun again. If you're just joining us, 20-7 on your on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 2 wide receivers left. Yeah, on the right side. And that's where they run it, and Goodson powers his way, pushing the pile, still going all the way inside the 25-yard line. We'll see where they mark it, but it's going to be a Falston Pharmacy first down.
It took about 4 Jaguar defenders to bring him down there, but another first down for Burns. Good run. Right side followed all those blockers there to the right for Eli Goodson.
So from the 34 to where? To the 28, 6-yard advance and a first down. I think that's where they're going to put it down, the 28. Okay.
28, yep.
So that's Goodson with another tough run. 4th play of the drive. As Burns melting the clock a little bit with this run game. Man comes in motion, that's Surratt. And now that's going to be a pre-snap penalty, and that's probably going to be offside against Forest View. So what Forest View could not afford is another Putnam Distributors penalty.
And now, first and 5 Burns all the way up to the about the 18.
Well,
they're on 18.
They had 45 yards in the first half, only 5 in this half, but that's costly. Clock is started again, 4:37 and counting. And Burns trying to pad their 13-point advantage. Warlick has it. Xavier Wilson's got it through a crease and all the way down to the 5-yard line.
There's a ball on the ground,
and it's picked up by Forest View. So it's going to be a fumble, a return, and Forest View ball carrier still on his feet all the way out to the 38-yard line. So the turnover for Burns is a costly one.
Yeah, what looked like was going to be a first down for Wilson. Fumbled it right at the last second, and Forest View recovered. And now they're going to be in decent field position to start this drive.
And that's a momentum shifter that Forest View might need.
They may get 5 yards on the run. No,
it's going to be about 4, so it's going to be 2nd down and 6. So apparently they were running off their 11th player. Interesting.
All right, so 2nd down, 6, and hold everything. Penalty again.
False starts have just been deadly for Shelby on these down inside the red zone plays. So that 2nd and 6 becomes 2nd and 11. You're going to have that with, you got a freshman and 2 juniors in the interior, and then you got two seniors at tackles, and it's hard to hold. It's really hard to hold that stance sometimes when you got those big guys, getting ready to hit your inside gaps.
2nd down, 11, and Farmer's going to throw it, and he's got.
Oh,
it was nearly picked by Armstrong and nearly caught at the same time by Tate for a big gain. And again, Farmer had to get rid of it so quickly that he couldn't get enough juice on it. It's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 11. And I feel like Shelby has been their own worst enemy down here in the red zone.
Yeah, down here in the red zone. They've really been hurt by penalties.
See if they can get a big play here. 4:27 to go, 3rd quarter. In motion is Thompson. Farmer's going to throw it, but again, huge pressure, and he's going to just loft it in the end zone.
Oh.
And Tate almost was able to get there and make the catch, but it falls incomplete. And now we're going to have, I believe, a field goal attempt to give it a 2-score lead, although I don't see Jose Lopez out there yet.
Here he comes.
All right, there he goes. So there's 4:20 to go. This is going to be
a 30-yard attempt.
Yep, which is what he just hit a moment ago, I believe, Jeff. Again, that Farmer threw that pass, and he threw it kind of like you said you didn't want him to do a minute ago. Throw it off the back foot high in the air, but the good thing.
But he threw it to where there was nobody
there. Was no Kings Mountain guy, and Tate was almost able to get there. So here we go, 30-yard field goal attempt, right hash. And this looks really good. And it is. Lopez connects from 30. And with 4:15 to go, 3rd quarter, Shelby on top, 19-10. We'll be right back.
Now new at Willis Flooring Shop in Shelby. It's the all-new display of Dreamweaver carpet. Make your flooring dreams come true. Shop their big new showroom. See the new LVP flooring by Deacon and...
His forward progress is well past that.
Catch that?
It looks like.
See if Joe got it. So it's going to be the extra point on the go quick lube of Falston.
It's like Joe's got a 7-yard run there.
7-yard TD by Wilson. And 26-7 pending the extra point. Once again, PATs and extra and field goals brought to you by on the go quick lube of Falston. It might be a 2-point.
I was going to say, let's see if they go for 2 here.
They do line up and go for 2. Let's see if Goodson gets the football here as Warlick's in the shotgun. No, Warlick's going to throw it. Back, lets it go. It's caught. Going to have to fight his way in, but it'll be no good. It'll remain 26-7. We'll be right back.
DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to at UTV parts, service, and accessories.
And that was the first half.
Longest first half.
Over 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
There were games that we were calling that were midway through the third quarter by the time we even got to half.
First play, Lincolnton. Lynch drops back to pass, fires downfield. It's intended for number 12, Eichert, but a flag is down about 20 yards down the field. There appeared to have been some contact, and the laundry came flying.
Yeah, Christo may have got a little bit overly aggressive there.
Well, referees are saying he did.
Try, we can say all we want, but high school, of course, that's a 15-yard penalty. Not a spot foul like the NFL, so 15 yards
so now,
puts them at the 50.
Oh, that's another one by penalty. So 3 first downs now for Lincolnton, 2 by penalty. Lynch, quick handoff to Lynch. The law firm of Lynch and Lynch. No, that was Traylon Boss. I'm sorry. They went into the line so quick it was tough to tell.
Skipper in on the tackle.
So, it was carry there for no yards by Traylon Boss, the senior. 5'8", 150. He's not much bigger than R.J. Lynch, so it's tough to tell. Lynch keeps it around the left side, gets tripped up, gets into the South Point territory, and that's the first time they've been in South Point territory since they got the short punt in the first quarter.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned
and that was their beginning of the second quarter. They got a punt and got it in plus yardage, and that was about it.
Well, that may be Cam Crawford down. Looks like he's got the cramp bug. Again, first game of the season.
We've got one over here as well.
Yeah, we got massive cramps going on all over the field here. You know, you a lot of times at school you see kids walking around with gallons of water.
Oh, you got
trying to hydrate all day. But even I can't imagine if it was last year's game where I think we started off the kickoff. It was in the 90s, but tonight
it was comfortable. It was about 82 or so.
Let's hope it's like that in the morning when I tee off at 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, it's all about you. Yeah, no.
Well, I got I can't have any Oklahoma references, but
Oh, you'll get golf references between the two of us.
That's
let me
true,
tell
that's
you.
True.
There'll be a few of those.
Yeah, there's Cam Crawford on the one side. He's up, and we got one near side of us. Can't get a number.
We need
Looks
to get
like
a medical.
Wazalowski, a couple of the standouts.
We need to get a medical
different
sponsor
side.
for our broadcast for all these players going down on the field with cramps. Ooh, Cam Crawford going off the field like the player for Lincolnton did earlier, straight-legged.
Well, Wazalowski's going to have to come off because he was down too. He wants to get back in. He's just not as bad as Crawford, who's looking like Long John Silver coming over to the sideline.
Yeah, but he's like 2 peg legs the way he's walking. My goodness. Gets smacked on the back of the helmet by his coach, too. I mean, geez. What's that all about? Well, it's 3rd and 6. Let's see, what is the temperature right now? About 68 degrees, according to Lincolnton. I don't have the local yet. I will in a second. Lynch, quick pass. Complete to Carson Cloninger. He gets wrapped up and then drilled from behind. Short of the first down, but that's the first completion for Rashad Lynch. And he gets about 4 yards on that one. So it'll be 4th and 3. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Lincolnton trying to put a drive together and get on the scoreboard. It's showing 60s. Well, that's Stanley. Is this considered Stanley? No, Belmont, 69 degrees. So nice weather for a first game of the season. Traylon Bost gets the ball, goes right up the middle, gets tackled by about 6 or 7 Red Raiders, but not before he gets a first down. Goes from the 42 down to the 31-yard line, so a gain of 11. And Lincolnton's trying to get something going here.
Timeout somewhere, or we got another injured player? Number 30 might be cramping this time for South Point.
He's got one leg out straight. Yeah, he's trying to stretch out a cramp. So again, with 9:25 to go in the game, player down on the field. We'll take a short timeout and be back with the rest of the ball game.
The years on.
He's a tough young man.
I ran cross country and track. My dad used to tell me, he said, if you ain't passing or puking out, you ain't giving your best. Thanks, Dad. It's reassuring.
Yeah.
Now I know how you feel on the days I don't do that.
Yep.
So now after the game, they gave him about 3 or 4, so that makes it 2nd and 6.
So, yeah, here we go.
Receiver on the right, receiver on the left, shotgun snap. I think it might have gone directly to Sewell. Sewell tries to go up the middle, trying to build up a head of steam and nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down after gaining maybe 1 or 2.
That's what I was trying to figure out, is that Sewell standing in the backfield, and he took the snap and just kept it.
I'll be completely honest. I didn't see the number, Brian. I guessed it was Sewell because that's who normally runs their two-point conversion package.
Yeah, it was Sewell, and he gained about maybe 2 yards.
He's kind of the wildcat runner, if need be.
And he's coming off now, and Patterson's back in
now. Well, I tell you what, these two, the Cherryville team was impressive to watch as we get ready to watch third down here. Third down about 4. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, shotgun snap. Patterson, he's going to keep it himself. Whipped around. Almost whipped to the first down marker.
Right. He gained a yard with the whip.
That's right. But they're going to say it's just short of the first down marker, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
And maybe I think it was Jaden Pyatt that made the tackle on behalf of the Vikings.
So we're in the red zone, and here we go, Brian. One of the things you emphasized is trying to capitalize while we're in the red zone. Cherryville Ironman, here you go, 4th down. Patterson, nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down. He leans forward. Does he get to the first down marker?
I think they're going to take a measurement. Nope,
Injury timeout, and they're going to try to.
Kleiner's down. He's got a cramp. He's got a cramp in his calf.
So they're going to take a timeout. We will too, real quick. We'll be right back. 92.9 FM, 1590 AM. Cherryville Ironman football brought to you by Bugbusters of Lincolnton. We'll be right back.
Wait. Don't you just hate waiting? Well, I do too. That's why I go to All Ray Tire Center, where I get in and out.
We can find some other scores here. Oh, that's still second quarter. Burns over Forest View. That's what we had before. Smoky Mountain leads Cherokee. I just like saying Smoky Mountain. Let's see here. We're scrolling through on Max Preps. Latin leads Mitchell.
I got Cherryville 20, Avery County 6.
West Henderson 23, Newton Conover 13. Huss leads Drawn 12-0, second quarter. I'm sure these games are further along. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter, and that's with all the cramping going on.
I think you were talking earlier about maybe Butler, and got a tweet here, Rollsville 57, Butler 14.
No, it wasn't that game.
Oh, okay. They're saying Rollsville 474 yards of offense and scored on all 8 possessions against Butler.
Well, thank you, Richard Walker, for that. Local sport writer for, ever, I think.
Yeah, he was covering, well, when I started, back in the mid-'90s, and probably before that, before I got here.
Yeah, he's been around a long time, done a lot of radio stuff with Mark Packer and FNZ. Done a great job over the years. So 3rd down and 2, Lincolnton trying. So resetting the game clock to 8:06. That band's loud. They're facing away from us, and they're down the bottom of the stadium. It sounds like they're inside the. Well, the outside receiver Eichert moved, but also somebody moved on the line for South Point. But a call will go against Lincolnton. That's their first penalty of the second half. They've at least haven't had those mistakes, but they just haven't been able to move the ball consistently.
Yeah, the only thing slowing down South Point is they're cramping.
Slowing down Lincolnton too because they're waiting around for. Lynch in the shotgun, rolls out to the right, looks downfield, throws. He's got a receiver. Catch is made by number 12, Gage Eichert.
Gage Eichert on the reception. Drawn another bit on that tackle.
So he gets down to the 17-yard line, so 11 yards on that completion.
Yeah, good job there by Eichert. He just kind of ran sort of an in route, kind of found
Just
a soft
settled.
spot in the
Yep.
zone, just sat and was able to pull in that catch.
Kind of a Travis Kelce route, just kind of goes in, finds the opening. Oh, I did bring them up, didn't I? Hand off to Boss. He spins, breaks out of a tackle.
Vaughn has just made the plays.
Yep. And now Kings Mountain right back in it, 19-16 with the touchdown pass, and Vaughn now with 2 touchdown catches, a 25-yarder, and I think that one was about a 36-yarder. So, or 37 because they lost a yard. And now Rom in for the point after. This will be a Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown after that numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown pass. And again, a bad snap, and Shelby blocks it. And so it remains a 3-point game, and that could be big, Jeff.
Yes.
Both teams now with a missed extra point, and it's 19-16. Shelby with 6 seconds to go, third quarter. We'll be back with the Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff right after this.
At All Care Insurance Services, they take care of you. From auto to home to business, All Care Insurance can help. They've been helping North Carolinians save on their insurance since 19...
So now Cherryville's defense not doing itself any favors.
Yeah,
they're giving yardage away to Avery.
Yeah, that's a big one. 15-yarder. That's a big one.
That's a big chunk of yards now that Avery does not have to worry about marching down. And we were just talking, there's only a little over a minute left to go, but now you've just given them that much less yardage they're having to try to gain.
Is that liner back in the?
Let's see.
I believe it is.
Another good sign for under pressure is going to be brought down in the backfield. That is Caleb Liner, but he's under the blitz that time.
Under by Lawrence Jordan.
And he's favoring that leg. You can, if you look at it, Brian, he does not have the mobility that he had in the first half. The last hit he took that he was injured, he's favoring that leg.
Maddox Kerrigan also in on the tackle for the Ironman.
So after the backfield sack, it's going to make it about 2nd and 20. They are on the Avery 30-yard line.
See if Burns can.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
So it's
Liner takes the snap,
3.
running back in the backfield. Pressure again. He's brought down, but I think it's going to be a
fullback in that. That's Goodson. Yeah,
he's going to take it.
Goodson takes it.
It's
and
like a face mask.
Like a face mask, and the flags come in like the United Nations. So it's going to be a penalty on top of that, as Goodson's going to get a first down.
Yeah,
and let's see where they mark it. It's only going to be about a 1-yard penalty. Yeah, they got the personal foul.
Yeah,
so that's going to be a 1-yarder. But first down, Falston Pharmacy first down and goal.
Yeah, pretty obvious face mask. His face turned all the way around there. Good hard run there. Right at the 1, 1st and goal. Let's see if they give it back to Goodson here. Give him another crack at it.
So Burns has got it point blank. As I'll fix the scoreboard camera in a second. There we go. Now I got it. I bumped it a little bit. There we go. And first down goal. Let's see who's got it. Is it Goodson? He'll be stacked up. I don't think he got there. No gain. We'll do it again. Second down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, he ran it right at him. The goal line stand there for Forest View.
So that will go down as no gain. And that was 6 on the carry?
That was Goodson, yep.
So Goodson, no gain.
Clock continues to roll.
And, Burns moving in on what will be probably a victory tonight. Gives them good momentum going into next week when they visit the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. Second down goal. Offset eye again. And let's see, Warren's going to keep it himself, and it'll be a bootleg and a touchdown brought to you by Numbers Bookkeeping, and it's 32-7 Bulldogs.
Fooled everybody, rolled out. Everybody keyed in on Goodson. I thought they were going to give it to him as well. Rolled out, and Graham Willett scores his second touchdown of the game.
7-play drive that started on the 25-yard line. After the muffed punt turns into another Bulldog touchdown. So, extra point, and once again, extra points brought to you by On The Go Quick Lube of Falston. And I'll be bringing in some other scores from around the area, as now it's 32 straight points for the Bulldogs, trying to make it 33 as they're running a little swinging gate here, and seems like they've had a little bit of a hard time getting organized. Let's see what we got. And nope, they're going to run a 2-pointer, and Warlick's going to keep it, and he'll be denied.
Stop short.
So 2-point, no good. We'll be right back. 32-7 Burns on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard.
The Suzuki King Quad % ATV sale is underway at Full Throttle Power Sport.
I think he's going to get just to the 45.
And that's what he had to get.
That's what he had to get, first down. So fresh set of downs for the Golden Lions. That's another CSI Mechanical first down. I think it's just their 4th one this half.
Yep, just their 4th one this half. But
they've had a
Kings
short field
only
or
had
two.
3.
And now pre-snap penalty. Here's a Butler's Tire and Auto 5-yarder.
Where that penalty flag is thrown is
offsides defense.
I think Kings Mountain maybe lined up offsides, and that's a Butler's Tire and Auto penalty.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Just 3. I've only got 3 penalties on Kings Mountain by mine
in this half. Yeah, they've got 5 5-yard penalties and 1 1-yard penalty for the game. So 1st and 5 at midfield.
Yep. 10:50 to go. Clock's running. Golden Lions clinging to a 3-point lead here.
In the pistol formation.
And it'll be handoff to Tate. And he's got the first down right. Yeah, he's going to barrel for the first down.
It was an outside zone, and then Tate saw that there was a hole up inside, and he put that right foot in the ground and cut inside to pick up the 5 yards.
So another CSI Mechanical first down, and Tate's got himself 18 carries on the night. And he's also caught 4 balls in the backfield. So big night for Tristan Tate.
And nobody's surprised that Tristan Tate's having a big night.
Absolutely not.
1st and 10 on the Kings Mountain 45. 10-19 left in the ball game, or in regulation, I should say.
Collins went in motion and then catches it out of that, and he's got about an 8-yard reception.
That was a really nice throw.
So he's got his 3rd catch of the night, and he just hasn't been able to get the big one. But if you get the ball in his hands enough, just like that, he's going to break some tackles.
Big things can happen.
3 catches for him for 24 yards, but it's 2nd and 2, and the Golden Lions are at the 37 of Kings Mountain, taking a little bit of time here off the clock here in the 4th quarter. And now Farmer will set 7 on the play clock. Handoff to Tate. First down across the 35 to the 33. That's pick up a 4.
And I'm loving the fact that Shelby's running the ball right now.
Absolutely. And I thought that was something last year that was a big emphasis to run it a little bit more. And you saw Tate with the 200 carries and 1,500 plus yards last year. Huge year.
1st and 10, we're just inside 9 minutes in regulation. Shelby leads 19-16.
Ball at the 33 of Kings Mountain. Tate again. And big
He's
yardage.
Got 10. I think he's got another first down.
And I think this is the other Tate.
Yep.
Jalen Tate.
Big Jalen Tate.
And so what happens is they've had enough of the shifty back, and they're a little bit worn down. Let's put the bruiser in there. And he gets 11.
So 8:40. Clock still rolling. 1st and 10 on the Kings Mountain 22.
And that's another CSI Mechanical first down. And Jalen Tate stays in there. He gets the carry.
And there's nothing there. Kings Mountain said, we're tired of this, and so it's going to be a 1-yard loss. Maybe a 2-yard loss.
And official timeout. I don't know if there's a shaken up player. Let's take a
I think one of the Kings Mountain players is hurt.
Yep, quick injury timeout. 8:15 to go. 19-16. Golden Lions on top.
2 locations to serve you. That's Auto Parts, U-Pull, and Scrap Metal. Located at 1025
points.
They've got the holder and the kicker out there, so they placed the tee down. So they apparently are going for it, but they're missing somebody on the line of scrimmage.
Bringing in one other person.
Oh, they're missing 2 because here comes the second one.
Hopefully they don't think they're just missing 2. Hopefully
right.
So we've got a Marburger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Shelby PAT attempt. Kick is up, and again, blocked again. Both PAT attempts have been blocked by Cherville Ironman defense.
And it's Amir.
Guess who it was?
Amir Starr.
So look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 10:33 left to go in the ball game. Cherville Ironman 20, Avery County 12. We'll be right back after a short break. 2.9 FM, 1590 AM.
Right, just cramp
football.
time early in the season.
It was a nice play by Kings Mountain's defense. They kind of met Jalen 2 yards deep in the backfield, so that's going to be 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12 from the
24. It's really more like 11 and a half, but it's officially 12.
Tristan Tate back in the ballgame. Majay Thompson in motion, and they're going to throw it over the head, and there's Bubby off his fingertips.
So close.
What happened there is he was running a certain pattern, and then Farmer threw it kind of not the pattern he was running over his head because he realized nobody was behind him. So he tried to change his route, and he ran backwards and tried to make the catch, and he stumbled right at the point where the ball was hitting his hands.
So now big play, 3rd down and 12. Shelby a little deep to be trying a field goal, I think.
3 receivers stacked to the right. 1 receiver left is Foster. To the right is Collins, Thompson, Morgan, and I think we're going to get a timeout from the Mountaineers.
Yes.
And we do. We'll take it. 8:03 to go. 3-point game. Lions on top. We'll be right back.
It's hot outside, and so are the red hot deals on flooring at Barrett's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. Hurry in now and see Stan and Sherry for your next floor. They've got wide width sheet vinyl with new design.
Every county's trying to remind people, hey, we came here to play.
That's exactly right, and this can be very uncomfortable for the Cherville faithful right here because, like you said, it's an 8-point game. There's plenty of time, 10.5 minutes left in the game.
Probably the best kickoff we've seen all game, too, by Avery County. Retrieved at the 5-yard line. Looks like it is Ray Sewell. Sewell doing a little bit of razzle-dazzle, staying on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. I believe that was Alex Valtira for Avery County that got Sewell to finally step out of bounds. Great gain there, almost a gain of 30 yards on the return.
Number 67, I don't have a name for him on the roster, but number 67 for Cherville limped off the field. A little bit of a foot-ankle situation there, but he's off the field.
So Cherville, it actually looks like they're going to say that Sewell went out prior to I didn't see a penalty or anything.
No, I think you must be right. They must have marked him going out about the 30.
So it'll be 1st and 10, 30.
moved it inside the 23. Nope. Now they picked up on that. Said, nope, we gotta back that up. Shelby's going to go for it here, and I think that's probably a good decision.
Just a little too far for the field goal, maybe.
Yeah, 41 yards. That's a long way tonight.
And if you miss the field goal, you're only getting 4 yards of field position. So they're going to go for it. Farmer's going to throw. He's going to be flushed out. He throws it over the middle, and it's broken up by number 4.
He came really close to interfering, but. It's a good defensive series once Shelby got down deep, so they're going to turn it over on downs.
And now Kings Mountain defense, well, after they got down 2 scores, they went down and scored the touchdown. Now their defense holds on downs, and you got that right. Shelby marched it. It was a great drive. They took about 4 minutes and change off the clock, but Kings Mountain gets the ball back at their 24-yard line. They've got 2 timeouts, but 7:53s all day.
Yeah, they got all day. It's been a really good first ball game, though. Both teams have got some things that they've done well, and they're going to say that they've got some things they need to work on, and we're going to have another timeout by Kings Mountain. They weren't ready. They had too many people on the field.
All right, we'll take it to 7:53 to go here in the fourth quarter, and we'll be right back.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. What can they do at Butler's Tire and Auto Repair in Kings Mountain? How about everything? And I bet you didn't know they can even
repair. So suddenly the Ironmen have 3rd and 9 now. Momentum has definitely shifted in this game. You can feel, even though they still lead, you can feel the pressure and the tension kind of rising on the Cherville Ironman sideline. Big 3rd down here. Takes the snap. Patterson, he's going to look to pass. Still looking. He's going to hang on to it. Tosses it up in the air. Through everyone's hands. Dangerous pass. Threw that up to Sewell. Sewell was double covered by Robbie Greek and by Logan Brown on that. And both Greek and Sewell got a couple of things.
He's made two really nice throws that I don't know how it's. His receivers have made great catches, but his throws have been where they needed to be. Does that make sense, Brent?
Yep. Especially those last 2 to Armstrong and then Vaughn for the touchdown.
That was a poorly thrown pass that didn't have a chance. 2nd and 10. And they can't forget they can still run the ball. They just haven't had a great deal of success. They're going to go. It looked like they were thinking about going under center, but he's just going up to change the play.
So they'll throw on 2nd and 10. They're going to throw out in the flat, and that was dangerous. Corvette McCrae had coverage on Gash, but
again, it looks like the quarterback was expecting an out, and it turned into a curl pattern, and so he threw it into nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say McCrae had a better chance to intercept it than the receiver had to catch it, but he wasn't really close either, so it's 3rd and 10.
But this has been, Kings Mountain's been in this situation, and they've had the big play, and that's what drives you a little bit crazy.
Yeah, you get them in a 3rd and 10, and they are here in the jailbreak, but they got the screen set up, but Nick Norris blew it up, and it's incomplete.
Now, and again, situation where you've got a screen set up, but you can't have a guy running flat out. You've got to hit him and slow him down enough to let people get set up. I mean, gracious.
Yeah, and that was like the Shelby one earlier.
Yes.
It was so fast that they were in his face that the receiver hadn't even turned around yet.
No, and where the pass was thrown, they were a little bit lucky that Shelby wasn't able to intercept that.
Punt formation with 7:40 to go. Again, lots of time. You don't need to panic down 3. And Shelby into the neutral zone early. I don't think they were drawn in, so now you give them 5 yards.
I'm not sure. I think that the official on this sideline pointed back to Kings Mountain. He's going to say that they moved. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Shelby got a benefit of that one.
Yes, I agree. I did not.
Well, the only thing is the Shelby defensive lineman kind of went sideways, and then the offensive lineman kind of flinched, and so if he did go sideways and not forward, it was a good call.
Yeah. 4th and 15. Now he's going to be standing on the 6-yard line as he fields this snap. And he feints.
Oh, mistake. Ramseur lets it bounce past him, and
his teammates are saying,
that's going to be a 54-yard punt, and that's a huge punt.
Yeah, so Ramseur came up to the 40 where he could have fair caught it around the 40. He elected to kind of get out of the way, and he gives up about 13 yards of field position as it goes down to the 27. But it's still Shelby ball, so
yeah.
Gold Lions take over at their 27. They lead 19-16. There's 7:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Farmer can get back on track. He's missed on his last 6 attempts.
Nowhere to run that time up the gut for Tate. I think they're going to say he picked up a yard, and
generous.
That's a very generous spot.
So 2nd down and 9, and Tate's got 20 carries on the evening. 2nd and 9, clock running, 7:02. See if Shelby takes a little while to snap this one.
You still got 15 seconds left on the play clock.
All right, now there's 13 on the play clock. Farmer will snap it. He'll throw. He's got a man over the middle. It's caught. Morgan at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Tyler Morgan.
62-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, my. And that's the 6'4 receiver showing some speed after the catch. And that's Morgan's 2nd touchdown. Catch of the night. That's a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping. Big play.
Big play. 6:36 left in the fourth quarter.
So that's a 72-yard, right?
I had it down for 62. I thought it was on the 28?
28-yard line.
Okay, 72-yard.
So Morgan's last 2 catches are 16 and a 72-yard touchdown, and now late lineman getting out there, but still 17 seconds to go on the play clock. So that's Justin Ross getting out there. Collins to hold, Morgan to snap, Lopez to kick, and this kicks up, and it's good. And the Hojo Power Sports PAT's good. Shelby 25, 26, Kings Mountain 16. We'll be right back.
Your train comfort specialist is CSI Mechanical in Shelby, serving this area since 2010. CSI Mechanical's goal is to provide peace and comfort with respectable, dependable, honest, and
kick off the game this time, not quite as much success, but still about a 20-yard return. No flags, so they should actually start at the 30 this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Avery County came out of the locker room at the half, started the third quarter with an up-tempo approach, and they got after it, and they drove the width of the field and scored before Cherville even saw the football in the second half.
Yep.
And that same momentum has carried over, and now we got a 2-point game with 8.5 minutes left.
Right now, you've got to reinforce and remind these guys, look, we're still leading.
Correct, yes.
First down handoff, that's to Ray Sewell. Sewell with a good gain of about 5 on the play.
And I think Cherville's going to try to run this ball and eat up as much clock as possible.
I was about to say, this is one of those you'd like to see a 6.5-minute drive capped off with a touchdown. That'd be what you'd want to see. So gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Cherville 35-yard line.
Of course, Avery County's got some big boys in there.
They've definitely got their hog mollies in the trenches there. Andron Patterson looking to call from the sideline. Hit the shotgun. Sewell's in the backfield with him. Patterson takes a snap. Hands off to Sewell. Sewell met as soon as he gets the ball. His forward progress probably going to stop right around the original line of scrimmage if they don't say he didn't lose it, wasn't fighting and trying to lose or get more yardage after that.
Yeah, they're going to spot it
So, it's
spotted at the 30.
This is what's happened the past couple of drives, Brian. We've seen this. A decent gain on first down, but it's like the second down, whatever Avery County's had Cherryville's number, it's almost like they've knew what the play call was, and they are just getting tremendous penetration into the backfield, and it's leading to these third and long and third and hard to manage situations.
You're so right. The defensive line with Avery County, I mean, they've got some guys in there that are pretty doggone strong.
Yes.
And pretty big, and they are pushing their weight around right now.
So 3rd and 10. Here's the pass. Patterson looking to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to go. He loses his balance and goes down.
The pressure coming from number 52, Kobe Townsend, one of the captains for Avery County.
On the blitz. Patterson trying to reset and start scrambling and got tripped up on his own feet and got taken down. And that's going to be another loss of 10. So 4th and 20 here. And they're got to look to see it. They've not had a lot of success punting the ball this evening, but part of me that you don't want to start field position right here for Avery County.
But they don't have anybody back there blocking for him, but he's deeper than he normally would be, obviously.
So 4th down.
Oh,
high
no.
snap. He's not going to have a chance to kick it. He's just going to try to get out of the end zone. He does. He's going to be brought down right around the 10, and he just got hammered in the head. It's going to draw a Pete's Fish Box of Cherryville flag. That's certainly could help the or their yardage situation, but you hate to see that kind of hit on the Ironman, on an Ironman player.
It was Carlos Garcia that made the hit for Avery County.
And if it's unsportsmanlike, that should be an automatic first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're calling. There was a flag. It just got picked up by the referee.
We'll take a break here real quick when we get things sorted out. We'll be right back. 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, Cherryville Ironman Football, brought to you by Bugbusters of Lincolnton.
Today, having choices at the end.
The officials get the clock moving quickly this year because they're already running it. It's 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, after the penalty, 3rd down and 10. And let's see, Norris looks like he's coming in from the backside, but he's kind of spying. And they're going to get to the quarterback, but he gets the pass off late. Caught.
Nope, I think you're going to say it's dropped.
Okay.
If it was caught, it was going to be a 1-yard gain. So it's going to be 4th down and 10. And so what do you do if you're Kings Mountain now?
Yeah, and he threw that with the goal line draped all over him. Well, maybe they did call it a catch. No, they didn't. Okay. He had spotted it like it was a 1-yard gain, and now he's switching it back.
Kings Mountain's going to go for this on 4th and 10.
So that's big, and I think maybe because they got one timeout left, and it's a 2-score game, but if they don't get it...
Look who they put in. Big number 15.
15.
I'd find somebody to get all over him.
Yeah, I think on the other side's 11. So they got the 2 big guys in, and surely one of them's going to get a jump ball, and they throw it. It's picked by Landon Hollifield.
They tried to throw it to big number 15, but Hollifield with the interception.
He knew where it was going, Jeff.
We all knew where that was going.
The problem is he didn't throw it high. You know, for him, you got to throw it up high, and Hollifield's not super tall. He's about 5'9" or 5'10", and he threw it, and Hollifield stepped right in front of it and made the pick. Big play by Landon Hollifield.
Big play. 4:39 left in the fourth quarter. Shelby's going to take over on the Kings Mountain 47. Now, run the ball if you can, sports fans.
And you sure they're looking for number 0?
Why not?
I'm running to the right side because they got all kinds of guys over here on the left, but pre-snap penalty, and I have no idea what this one is. Looked like they were lined up off sides, but it's a 5-yarder on the Golden Lions.
You know, you just don't need that. It's 1st and 10. Run the football, but now 1st and 15. That makes it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, the ball back to the Shelby 48, so it moved from the Kings Mountain side of the 50 to the Shelby side of the 50. And it is going to be Tristan Tate. He's got a big hole, 45. Bounces it to the 40, inside to the 30.
All the way down to the 31-yard line. Big run by Tristan Tate.
21 yards.
All right, folks, good evening. You're watching the Red Zone channel. We usually stop the show around 9:45, but we've had some competitive games. Shelby leads by 10 now. We're going to break away here on the Red Zone. We're going to take about a 5 to 10-minute break, come back about 10:05 for the post-game show. Post-game show starting at about 10:05 on YouTube only. We're going to let some of the radio guys finish, folks. We're looking at the scoreboard. The black numbers are finals. Red numbers are still live. So we got a couple finals across the board. Winners tonight: Mountain Heritage, South Point, East Rutherford, Brevard, East Surrey, Ashbrook, North Lincoln, Bandy's, Hickory, Lake Norman Charter, West Wilkes, and Community School of Davison. We'll be back in a few minutes for more final scores and highlights on the postgame show, ktcbroadcasting.com.
He finds another hole, and then now he does a 360.
He's going to pick up almost all the penalty yardage.